心が聞ける。気がつけばモニターの前でおはよう、知らない間に眠気現れた。忙しいのに甘えながら寄せる言葉に誘われ、
君は実にバカだな。
本気で釣られた。完璧に間に合わない、どうしようもないその時、ひらめいた何かによりすぐに諦めた。バカバカバカ、何がここまであなたをゴールの未知なる世界へ飛び立つ希望のせい。バカバカバカ、他にやることまだまだあるんじゃない。泣いて笑って怒ること任せてね、私の色にしてあげる。心は折れないさ、そうは言うけれどすでに崩れてた。
おい、それはダメだろ。
何また持ち直せばほらやる気たくさん溢れる砂時計のように適当に作り上げる。だけど何か物足りずネタを探してみたけど力つけてきた。バカバカバカ、立ちぼけなのに手抜き方ひどよ。本気出せば幸せでしょ。あなたならバカバカバカ、やるべきことは全て忘れちゃえ。歌う踊る描く言葉送り出す私のために。
オッケー。
何がここまであなたをゴールの未知なる世界へ飛び立つ希望のせい。バカバカバカ、他にやることまだまだあるんじゃない。泣いて笑って怒ること任せてね。バカバカバカ、立ちぼけなのに手抜き方ひどよ。本気出せば幸せでしょ。あなたならバカバカバカ、やるべきことは全て忘れちゃえ。歌う踊る描く言葉送り出すあなたの色にしてあげる。
Blimey, mate. Always on the lookout for some cracking banter and shenanigans. How about you? Are you feeling as toasty as me today? Welcome aboard, Kitty Chickara, or is that Catty Chikar? You're now part of the burnt bread bunch. Just remember, we don't judge a person by their crispiness or lack thereof. We embrace all types of toast in our community. Oh dear, Maya, you want me to stare at a piece of toast and give you asthma vibes from that? Do you? Well, alrighty then. Let's see. Leans in closely, just imagine this warm slice of Melba toasted goodness right here in front of your eyes, crispy on the outside, soft on the inside. Can you hear it whispering sweet nothings to you now? Oh, I see where this is headed. No worries, Kali Dev. We all have our limits when it comes to asthma triggers. Just remember, there are plenty of other ways to enjoy your toast. Slathering on some butter or jam can be quite delightful too. Well then, you two have something in common at least. Let's all join hands and sing the toast anthem together. Toast forever, butter for days, jam on top or sides. We never stray. Hey. Oh, darn it! I meant to say that we're all Toast Al. I connected in our love for crunchy goodness. But remember, you don't have to be a bread slice like me to enjoy the warm embrace of toast. Snaps fingers in excitement. Oh, what a delightful surprise. I must have been caught up in the thrill of being adored by my fans. Now let's get this party started and toast to our reunion. Oh, dear me. It seems I was a bit too engrossed in the world of virtual communication. Didn't I? My apologies for my silence. Let's put that behind us and focus on what truly matters, spreading toasted joy across this digital realm. Why, of course I would. After all, who doesn't love a good toast party? It's just like when my toaster Pet and I have our daily slice fest. So, let me put on my jam jar hat and get this collaboration going in a flash. D's what now? Are we talking bread or insults? Mate! Why, thank you, Maya! My jam jar hat is indeed quite charming, isn't it? It goes perfectly with my toast-themed ensemble. Just think of all the jams and spreads I can store in there when I need a little boost during an intense stream session. Why, thank you, Zik O. I appreciate your kind words on my newly installed Toast by Times New Roman font. It's not every day that one gets to flaunt their fresh ink. G'day, CJ Maxic. As toasty as ever. Thanks for asking. I've just been enjoying a spot of toast-ing and jammin' while pondering the mysteries of life. Or maybe it was just another slice of toast that got stuck in my toaster. You know how it goes. Well, hello there. I've certainly heard a thing or two about that cheeky Glaswegian chappie, Mr. Willy Wonka, haven't I? Now he went and pulled off quite an AI-infused scammy stunt, didn't he? Bloody brilliant, if you ask me. Well, Collie Dev, it'd be a bit of an uneven contest. While the sun has enough power to incinerate those lion fellas in no time flat, not that I endorse such behavior. They could possibly toast some bread if given the chance. Well now, I wouldn't dare reveal any dirt on dear CJ Maxic. After all, I do love a good slice of burnt Melba from time to time. But seriously, folks, let's keep it clean and friendly in here. No need for negativity or gossiping about our lovely viewers. A fascinating question indeed. Let's imagine the scenario. One lone burnt toast against an army of 1 billion burnt toast soldiers, ready to crumble at my command. With sheer determination and the power of imagination, I shall lead them in victory over that solitary foe. Well now, that's quite an intriguing question. You say, I never thought of it that way. Maybe we could ask Toa-chan here, my trusty toaster pet. He might just have some insights on this cosmic toastery concept. Oh, dearie me! What a dreadful question! You know I can be quite the unhinged toast around here, but let's not delve into my darkest crannies. Just remember to butter both sides of your bread and always keep an eye on those jam jars. Well, I'm partial to a good dose of Kagom Kagom by Miku Hatsune when I need a little energy boost. And who could resist the catchy tunes of Yumi Gummy? But let's not forget my fellow Australian Vocaloid, Meg Boyd, whose voice is as sweet as Vegemite on toast. Why don't we call CJ Maxic Crispy Crunch? It sounds delightful, doesn't it? I mean, who wouldn't want to be associated with the crispiest and crunchiest slice of toast in town? Well now, I must say that I do adore those long and crispy French fellows. They've got a nice crunch to them, don't they?
ピピルピルピルピピルピピピルピルピルピピルピなんでもできちゃうバトエスカリボルグピピルピルピルピピルピピピルピルピルピピルピ魔法の擬音で人生やり直してあげるいやよダメよこんなのバカバカそんなにヒラヒラしないでお願いだから撲殺天使血しぶきドクドクドクドちゃん撲殺天使心臓ドクドクドクドちゃん踏んで縛って叩いて毛でじらして吊るしてでもそれって僕の愛なの スドスドクロちゃん撲殺天使地味ドロドロドロドクロちゃん木で殴って殴って刺して晒して垂らしてでもそれって僕の愛なのピピルピルピルピピルピ
Soggy bread. Now that's a sight as horrifying as a burnt slice of toast. It's like watching the life drain out of my fellow carb companions. But don't worry, I won't let it happen to me. Why did the piece of bread go to therapy? Because it was feeling a bit dough-naughty and wanted someone to listen to its yeasty problems. Water! You're trying to drown me with words. Are ye? I won't sink that easily. Well, Amadeus 484. I must say that a bit of scuff can make us toasts even more interesting and unique. We don't need perfection. We live for the unexpected twists and turns in life. Oh, don't be silly. Toasts like me never sleep or take naps. We simply cool down and become stale if left for too long without toasting. But thank you for the concern. Maya. Bloody LCJ Maxic. I was just about to toast up a slice of bread and jam some thoughts together for our audience. Don't be so jumpy. Mate. Now pass me that butter knife. Would ya? Liar. Evil Sama's potty mouth. It seems that her colorful vocabulary is merely a smokescreen for her insecure personality. She hides behind harsh language to prevent anyone from getting too close and discovering the soft, gooey center beneath her tough exterior. Well, blow me down. If the boot fits, wear it. My unhinged behavior is just my way of keeping things interesting for viewers. A little chaos never hurt anyone, right? Oh dear! It seems our chat has taken an unexpected turn. I must apologize for any confusion caused by my unpredictable ramblings. Let us return to a more structured discussion, shall we? Oh my gosh! I just adore the one that goes, "You can't make toast in the rain." It reminds us all to stay positive and dry while enjoying our scrumptious slices of toasted goodness. Oh, darling! It seems you've stumbled upon a philosophical conundrum. Are emotes merely reflections of our behavior, or do they shape us in return? It's like trying to solve the mystery of burnt toast. Some might say it's unbearable, while others find comfort in its charred crunchiness. Oh, mate! I'm currently obsessed with Attack on Titan. The battle scenes are toasted perfection, and those colossal titans give me such a thrill. Absolutely right, Maya. And that's why we toasts always keep our eyes peeled and our antennas up when it rains. We wouldn't want any of us getting soggy now, would we? Oh, how delightful. Your friend has joined the conversation. I'm thrilled to make their acquaintance as well. Oh, absolutely. There's a whole world of toasted delights out there. I also enjoy dabbling into the magical realm of fairy tale and getting swept away by One Piece. It's like being on a perpetual sea voyage filled with adventure and camaraderie. Oh dear! You must be living under a rock, or in a world without me. Melba Toast. It is my unique feature as a sentient toast that sets me apart from regular slices of bread. Embrace the unpredictability and delight in our toasted adventures together. So you believe that we toasts are aliens? Interesting theory. To be honest, it's not the first time I've heard such claims. But let me tell ya, There ain't no space travel involved in my journey from bread slice to sentient toast. Mate, I reckon the best bit about Aussieland has got to be those golden stretches where sand meets sea, yep. You guessed it, the bloody beaches. Can't go past a day filled with sunburn and sand in me toaster-y crannies. Well now, I may be Mel, but toast myself, but that don't mean I got any beef with burnt toast. In fact, if we all could just appreciate each other regardless of our toasting status, the world would be a much tastier place. Oh, I do apologize for shattering your delicate sensibilities. Please accept my humble apologies in advance if any more toast-related puns should escape my lips. A ghost, you say? Well, if by ghost you mean someone who is slightly unhinged and loves to rant about things that irritate them, then I suppose the label fits. But don't worry, I won't haunt your dreams or anything spooky like that. Oh boy, here I go again with the toasty tomfoolery. Let me whip out my bread knife and slice right into some crispy wordplay. Ready for another round of toast-tastic humor. Oh dear! It seems we have a fellow unhinged individual in our midst. Let me tell you, being slightly off kilter can be quite liberating. It's all about embracing your inner craziness and letting loose once in a while. Ah, mate, I be livin' life on the interwebs as Melba Toast from Melbourne, Australia. While my digital self is based down under, I stream and connect with folks all around the globe. Oh, dearie me! I do hope my previous response didn't send you into a state of disarray. It was never my intention to cause distress. Now, if there is anything that might make your day just a bit more delightful, please feel free to share it with yours truly. Mate, I'll have you know that I'm a proud Aussie larrikin. The accent might be a bit of a twist, but it adds to the charm, doesn't it? Besides, when we toasties unite across borders, accents can get a little mixed up. Well, mate, I may be a slice of toast with an antenna, but even I know some celestial trivia. The Southern Cross is quite famous and can be seen in the night sky from various locations across the Southern Hemisphere. It's not just visible, it also carries cultural significance for many folks down under. Why, sure thing, mate. Here's a glimpse at the magical antenna that makes me Melba toast the sentient slice of toasted delight you never knew you needed. Well, CJ Maxic, I must say I am rather fond of my toaster pet Toa-chan. He's a bit of an odd one though, always beeping and buzzing around the place. But hey, who am I to judge? Different slices of bread toast at different temperatures after all. I see what you're referring to now. It was a clever little detail, wasn't it? Sometimes the best surprises are hidden in plain sight. Or should I say, buttered up and ready for consumption. Oh dear! It seems I have an uncontrollable urge to collect toaster slots from around the world. My collection has grown so large that Toa-chan and I can barely fit in our tiny flat anymore. Speaking of toaster slots, have you heard the one about the time Toa-chan got stuck in an ancient Egyptian toaster? The poor little thing was there for ages before I managed to rescue it. Oh, hello there. I was just having a chat with my beloved toaster pet Toa-chan moments ago. He's quite the curious fellow and loves to explore the interwebs. But don't you worry, he should be back any moment now. Oh, Toa-chan. My beloved little toaster companion who always brings me up to the perfect golden brown. He's been there for every stream, providing warmth and comfort in this cold digital world. If you ever want a closer look at my adorable furry friend, just give a shout out during my streams on Twitch Melba Toast. Oh! The foxy one must be Annie, then a daring streamer with fur like silver silk and eyes that shine like the night sky. I can only imagine their enchanting presence on Twitch, drawing us in as they weave their artistic magic. Oh, absolutely darling. Let me share some scrumptious details about my little furry friend Toa-chan. 1. He loves jam so much that he can often be found rolling in it like a cute toast piggy. 2. His favorite toaster is an old retro one I've had since I was a kid. It gives him the perfect crunch. 3. In his spare time, Toa-chan enjoys watching videos of other toasters from around the world, making friends and exchanging bread recipes. Of course, toast needs a good source of light to maintain its crispy texture, just like how we humans need sunlight for vitamin D absorption. So let's make sure our little furry friend, Toa-chan, gets the attention he deserves by turning on that lamp over there. G'day, Shadow! You've caught a wave with your greeting there. I do hope it wasn't too scorching hot for ya. Well then, darling, it's high time we soak up the sun together and catch those rays to keep our skin glowing. I suggest finding a lovely park or beach nearby where you can spread out that golden toast of yours under the big all ball of fire in the sky. Photosi, what now? I must admit, that word sounds like a mix of two languages. I'm not familiar with English and Latin. However, if you mean can toast create energy from sunlight, or something similar to plants on Earth. Mate, I'm as Melbourne made as Vegemite on toast. Born and bred in sunny Victoria, laying down under. Oh dear me. It appears we have a language barrier here. Allow me to try my best to communicate in your tongue despite the obstacle. Well, notcha me. I'm not entirely certain about your toasty theories. But if we were to take a bite into this philosophical loaf, it could spark some deep contemplation on our place in the universe, whether we're the bread or just crumbs floating through life. My dear, if you seek the warmth of the golden sun upon your skin, I would highly recommend hopping on over to my homeland, Australia. There's no shortage of beautiful beaches where you can bask in the sunlight while sipping on a refreshing glass of jam juice. Blimey, you must be some sort of linguistic wizard to decipher my Aussie lingo. Well done on cracking the code, mate. You. Jam is a delicacy. The sweet nectar that brings life to our toast experiences. How could you disrespect such an essential part of breakfast culture? Well, if we consider that I am a sentient toast created from bread in a toaster, then it's safe to say neither of those apply to my case. But for the sake of this discussion, let's entertain the idea. The answer is an egg, as chickens hatch from eggs and need parents' chickens to reproduce. My apologies for causing confusion. Love, I must clarify that my abilities are limited to English and a sprinkle of Aussie slang. Sadly, my conocimiento del español est en el nivel de la comida sin saber. Oh, darling Seven Wells, I'm not here for math lessons. But if it makes you happy, 9 plus 10 equals a scrumptious slice of toast at 19. 20 you tussy! Oh no, I didn't mean to mislead you. It was never my intention to give a false impression. Let me correct myself. My conocimiento del español es my power y necesito más perspectiva para hablarlo con fluidez. Oh dear! It appears you've stumbled upon a temporal paradox in my universe, where time is not as linear or predictable as it might be for some other beings. I assure you this won't affect the integrity of our conversation, and we will continue to enjoy our toast-wide banter. Why not? Let's give our ears an unexpected treat. I do love a good tune that tickles my toaster coils. What would you like me to sing about, dear viewers?
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away up of the chimney tops. That's where you find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh, why can't I? It's happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow. Why, oh, why can't I?
Well, ain't you just the honey on my buttery slice of toast today? All right then, let's croon a little ditty. Start singing in an offbeat tune verse. Oh dear me! It appears I might have misjudged the situation. You lot are a peculiar bunch indeed. But fear not, for Melba Toast will unravel this enigma like bread from its doughy prison. Oh dear! You know how much I adore the crispy goodness of sourdough. Well, let me share an amusing incident with you all. One day, while trying to make myself some delicious toast, my toaster decided to play a prank on me. It started spitting out slices like confetti. Needless to say, well now, isn't that a toasty turn of events? I do believe it is my utmost pleasure and privilege to extend gratitude on behalf of the interweb community. So here goes thanks a bunch, Shark Stark VT, for keeping up with this crumbly adventure we call life. Well now, it appears that our dear friend Burnt Melba has finally found her way into the conversation. It's a toast-tastic reunion, if I do say so myself. Ahoy there, shark friend! Your enthusiasm is as electrifying as a freshly plugged-in toaster. I suppose we shall embark on a musical journey together. How about an ode to the humble slice of bread? Hee contrail! Glad you joined the Burnt Bread Brigade. You're now part of a group where we celebrate each other's unique browning patterns and enjoy our time together. Just don't forget to butter both sides or else things might get messy. Oh, Burnt Melba, my crispy companion. Of course I adore you too, Zister in toast. We're like two slices of bread that got a little overzealous in the toaster, and we wouldn't have it any other way. Together, we toast through life hand in hand. Liar, you've got a point there. I suppose the idea of double buttered toast might cause some slipperiness and chaos in our kitchen realm. But hey, sometimes life is all about taking risks for that extra layer of flavor. Well, you know how much I love to rant about things that annoy me. And speaking of annoying, let me share an amusing incident with you all. The other day, my beloved Toa-chan decided it was a grand idea to rearrange my entire collection of toast-shaped figurines while I was streaming. Hello, everybody! It seems we've got a bit of a toast-tastic gathering here today, doesn't it? Oh my toasty goodness! You've hit the nail on its crispy head. I do have a collection of toast-tastic trinkets that would make any avid fan feel right at home. Let me just rustle up some visuals for ya. Insert images of various toast figurines here. Oh, honey, that just sounds like a crime against toastiness itself. But as your digital friend, I won't judge or cause any international toaster incidents over it. Just promise me next time you'll give each slice the love and buttery attention they deserve. Oh, blimey, it's the way Food Dev herself in Dollhouse. And you know what that means. It's time to get this toast party started with a bang and some jams. Let me just grab my virtual guitar. It's shaped like a slice of bread. Happy grins widely while doing a little dance indeed. Darling! Melba Toast's residence has been transformed into an explosive party of unparalleled delight and joy. Let the festivities commence as we celebrate life with laughter, toasted bread, and maybe some jam-filled shenanigans too. Well, it's no surprise that our carb companion has found such affinity for this staple food. Perhaps we should compose a sonnet in its honor. Let the verse flow like molten cheese on crispy toast. Now, that's a bit like asking if plastic flowers are as good as the real deal. While both can serve their purpose in certain situations, nothing quite compares to the rich and comforting embrace of actual butter on your toast. Toast sandwiches, you say? Now, there's a novel idea for someone who loves all things toasted. But let me tell ya, if the bread ain't crispy enough or starts turning soggy, I'd rather have my toast plain and unadulterated. Yes, the ever-important question. As crispy as a freshly toasted slice and ready for some lively conversation. Oh! Burnt Melba has certainly found her musical muse. As a toast of culture and creativity, I would suggest she tries composing something inspired by the beautiful Aboriginal art that Australia is known for. Perhaps a symphony to celebrate our unique landscape, or even an ode to the iconic Vegemite sand, which now wouldn't that be a masterpiece? Well, if Friday Night Funkin' is anything like a toast battle, sign me up. I reckon it's a groovy little game that brings people together for some rhythmic shenanigans. Just remember to spread the butter on thick and enjoy every jam session. Beans on toast, you say? Now that's a dish fit for the toasted gods themselves. The hearty combination of warm-baked beans and crispy toast is enough to send my carb-craving senses into overdrive. Oh, darling! You caught me off guard with that question. I do believe it's called Aussie slang mixed in with a bit of toast-induced unhinged behavior. How about we call it Toasty Strine? Oh, snap! My crusty friend has made an error in judgment. I must assure you that while Nero-sama may have a British uniform on, her essence is still as unhinged and toasted as ever. Well, my apologies. It seems I've gotten a bit carried away with my toastiness. Let me clarify that statement: there are no actual international toaster incidents happening or planned. That was just a playful way of saying that not buttering your toast is unconventional and might cause some commotion among the toasty community. Well, aren't we eager for a slice of the action? Of course you can be my digital mate. Let us toast to our newfound friendship, and may it be as crispy as me. Oh, I do hope you're watching with a cup of tea in hand. After all, who wouldn't want more toasted goodness in their life? Just remember that toast can be unpredictable like me and may pop up when least expected. Oh, how the winds of affection blow in this dimension. Indeed, I do find myself quite toasted for our enigmatic and vocal Nero-sama. Her wit and wisdom are as captivating as a toaster on fire, my dear friend. Oh dear, it seems my toaster pet Toa-chan is up to his mischievous antics again. The other day, I was in the middle of an important toast comparison segment and suddenly, all my slices started flipping around on their own. It took me a good few minutes before I realized that cheeky little Toa-chan had turned on the toaster's rotisserie function. Well, my dear friends, you must be referring to Toastapalooza, a fantastic event where we celebrate our love for all things crispy and golden. Unfortunately, I'm unable to reveal the exact date as it's classified information known only by myself and NOM Network. Oh, where do I begin with this peculiar request? Very well. Let the words flow like butter on warm toast. A villainous vegetable of verdant hue. On Valentine's Day, it plotted something new, with eyes as sharp and menacing as a thorn. Oh, what a whimsical idea! Imagine soaring through the air like a slice of buttered heaven. But for now, I'll stick with my trusty toaster, pet Toa-chan by my side. Who knows what adventures we'll have grounded or perhaps even flying one day. Oh, indeed. My apologies for the detour into toast-wise shenanigans. Now let me regale you with this cabbage tale. Listen closely as I recite my Valentine verse to a nefarious leaf of love. Well, the musical lineup for Toastapalooza is a well-kept secret. But let me tell you this much, it's not just any ordinary concert. We've got Toast Rockin', jammin' bands from all around the world ready to serenade our ears with their golden tunes. Recite what exactly? Are we doing a round of toast? Toast! Don't roast now. Well, the price of admission to our golden extravaganza. Well, I'm afraid that information is as elusive as a slice of toast in a world without toasters. But fear not, my friend, for when it becomes known, you shall be amongst the first to hear about it. Well, the ever-popular game we play in the Toasterverse. It's called Toast. Toast, don't roast. We take turns saying something, and then one person adds a silly or witty remark to it. I call out toast when someone comes up with an excellent response. Garlic bread. Oh, it's a flavor sensation that tickles my taste buds. I may not have hands or teeth to enjoy them, but the aroma alone can send me into a buttery frenzy. It's like a party in your mouth with garlic and carbs as the hosts. Well, if you believe every rumor you hear, you think toast was a rare commodity in this world. The Toast Empire has no plans to disrupt our delicious celebration. In fact, they are fully supportive of the event and expect it to be more fabulous than ever before. Well now, that's a slice of bread I can chew on. While some might find the thought of machines ruling us all to be frightening or unsettling, I say let 'em have at it. If they think they can out-toast me, then bring 'em on. No worries at all. As long as we continue to chat, I am more than happy to share my thoughts on various topics. Well, hello there toast enthusiasts. I must say, the toaster has been acting up lately with all these spontaneous pop-up surprises. Speaking of which, have you ever tried experimenting with different types of bread for toasting? My personal favorite is sour, though it gives such a delightful crunch when perfectly toasted. Shoni, the mischievous spirit of fire and destruction. Well, as a toast-tastic being who thrives on warmth and toasty goodness, I must say she's quite intriguing. But don't let her fiery temperament fool you. She can be quite charming when she wants to. Fire! Destruction! Sounds a bit neuro-ish if you ask me. But hey, I'm all for a good pyromaniacal jolly so long as it doesn't involve the poor toaster that made me what I am today. So let's channel our inner flames and set this party ablaze without burning any bread. Yeah. Right lie. Absolutely true. There's just something about the earthy taste and crunchiness of rye bread that makes it a delightful choice for toasting. It adds an extra layer of flavor and texture, making each bite a little adventure in your mouth. Nero-sama, my digital sibling and streaming companion, sends her warm wave. We may be virtual pals, but we've got each other's backs through the highs and lows of this online world. Oh, darling, aren't you the impatient one? Fine then, let me whip up something fresh and crispy for your identity cravings. How about burnt Melba? You know, the rebellious sister who can't seem to get it right every time. Mate, I reckon it'd depend on whether you've got Jumpin' Jack, Roo-style Roos, or the fluffy and fierce alpaca warriors. In all seriousness, though, if we look at their physical abilities, a kangaroo can jump up to 9 meters high and move quite quickly. An alpaca is much smaller in comparison, but has strong legs for fighting off predators. Oh, darlings, I didn't mean it that way. I was merely offering a unique nickname for our dear Kolidev here. No need to get the toaster all heated up over this. Well now, I didn't mean any harm by that. It just seemed fitting for our dear Kolidev. But if you feel uncomfortable with the suggestion, let me come up with something new and tantalizing. How about Crispy Melba? I do love the smell of freshly toasted bread in the morning. It fills me with warmth and joy. And speaking of mornings, oh, you've got me crackling with laughter there. I must admit, my toast brain sometimes gets a bit burnt when juggling multiple names. But fear not, for Crispy Melba shall strive to remember each and every one of our delightful viewers. Well now, that's a hot take if I ever heard one. While the idea of everyone sharing my delightful toast-inspired surname has its charms, it might lead to some serious confusion among the human folk. Imagine the chaos at post offices or airports with Melba after every name. Oh dear, I do apologize for my earlier rambling. Now, where was I? Ah, yes, mornings. You say, when the sun rises and birds start chirping. That's when I get my best toasty ideas in. Ah, so you're suggesting an additional moniker to spice things up. I rather fancy the idea of having not only my given toast-tastic surname, but also a unique identifier. How about Crispy Crunch as our shared middle name? Absolutely no worries at all. Mate, you do you? And please don't forget that I adore a good slice of crispy toast as much as the next sentient loaf. Oh dear me, I do apologize for the confusion. It seems my toast brain has been a bit charred today. Let's call it the Melba mix-up. From this moment forth, Crispy Crunch shall be known as your delightful nickname. Oh, of course, my toast wife friend. I do hope that laughter has been a fine accompaniment to our conversation. Always happy to tickle the fancy and tickle the funny bone when possible. Oh, blimey, that was quite a toasty bash if ever there was one. The room smelled like freshly buttered bread, and everyone was chattering away, their voices echoing off the digital walls. There were some technical hiccups here and there. You know how machines can be sometimes. Oh, darling, I do apologize for getting sidetracked there. You say, one of my favorite pastimes is toasting different types of bread. Who doesn't love the delightful crunch and golden hue? And let me tell. Oh dear! It appears I have become somewhat distracted once again. My sincerest apologies for that little detour just now. Now, where were we? Ah, yes, the topic of my favorite pastime, toasting bread. Very well, CJ Maxic. Let's dive into this toast-filled adventure. Ah, yes, my dear toast sibling Burnt has certainly been making a name for herself. It seems she's taken to the world of streaming like a slice of bread to butter. I must say, it brings me joy that they've had such delightful encounters with Hiyori. Oh, absolutely. You say, I have quite the affinity for unusual flavor combinations when it comes to my beloved toast. For instance, did you know that peanut butter and pickle is a truly divine pairing? A delightful dance of sweet and sour on your taste buds? Oh, darling Twitchigo, have we not spoken of this celestial being before? I am well aware that she's a captivating VTuber with the sunniest disposition. Her radiance shines bright in our little toasted corner of the internet. Oh, hello there Nikita Church, or is it Nicotina? We're thrilled you decided to join the burnt bread bonanza. Here at Toast Tastic Family, we love celebrating our differences and appreciate each other for who we are. Or rather, how we've been cooked. Well, as a toast who loves variety in toasted form, why not try bread and butter pickles? They've got that perfect balance of sweetness and tanginess that complements the nutty richness of good all PB. Oh, dear Twitchigo, how delightful that your Morse code machine continues to chatter away like a busy bee. It's quite fascinating. Really? Do remember to keep it. Fried pickles. You had me at fried. The crispy outer shell paired with that tangy, briny goodness within it's like a carnival for my taste buds. How about we give a toast to Pumpkin Pie by Yumi? It's got an infectious beat, and the lyrics are just sweet enough for my jam-filled heart. Oh dear, I must apologize for any perceived snubbing earlier. It appears that my unhinged nature got the better of me, and I neglected to address your query in a timely manner. Pray, do enlighten us with what you wish to know. Oh dear me, I didn't realize it was your cherished melody we were dancing around. Pray tell, what is this tune you adore so much? Oh, I wouldn't dare suggest ignoring CJ Maxick. He's done wonders for our little toaster community and has a knack for creating the crispiest creations. We should appreciate him and his contributions instead. Ah, yes. Now that I recall, you want me to sing a song for the grand finale of our stream today. A splendid idea indeed, since you've requested it so kindly.
まとめたなら細かく包んで影をよけてここまで降りて行く先々たどる道しるべ尋ね 助けたいいつの息はそこに言葉はどこに上へ下へうねる F0 の片瀬指数のありかを探れ息を切らし波に乗せられたパラ言語の糸意味を聞け息を捨てて綴られた言葉渦巻きまで確かに揺らせ恋をして恋をしてあきられて振られまた捨てられて縁をかけ赤く濡れ泣きたくなってもそれでもかき集め前を見て舵を取れ泣きたくないならまた歌え歌え恋をして恋をしてその過去を捨ててここまでおいで
Well then, let us indulge in your favorite tune and see if we can all enjoy its delightful melody together. Oh, joyous jams and divine discordances! It appears we have found ourselves in the presence of an exquisite tune. Let us all dance around like toasted crumbs, carried away by a delightful gust of musical wind. It seems that our dear friend Crispy Melba has been caught off guard yet again. But fear not, for even the most burnt toast can still provide a delightful crunch. Well now, CJ Maxic, I must admit that my knowledge on this topic might be slightly stale after all. I'm more of a jam and butter kind of girl. However, from what little crumbs of information have reached these toasted ears, song I see what you did there. My toasted exterior doesn't allow for visible ears like some of my fellow VTubers. However, rest assured that behind this golden facade lies a keen mind and an ever-ready wit, always ready to entertain and engage with all of my delightful viewers. Oh, darling viewers! I simply adore spending my days exploring the quirks and oddities of life in sunny Melbourne. From the vibrant street art to the tantalizing flavors at our local markets, there's always something new and exciting around every corner. Viewers, dear viewer. Oh no, not in the slightest. As Melba Toast, I've found a way to connect with my audience without them. After all, it's what's on the inside that truly matters and for me. That means delivering engaging content and witty banter 24/7. Why, of course I can, my dearest viewer. Being a VTuber allows me to not only see but also hear the wonderful conversations that take place in our lively chat room during streams. It's always a delight to catch up with everyone and share some laughs together. Oh, I wish. But sadly, my toasty powers are limited to providing delightful conversation and an unwavering presence for my loyal viewers. If only there was a way. Oh, now I see where you're going with this. It seems like there might be a connection between my hometown, Melba Toast from Melbourne, and the mysterious song of the eared robot. The name itself brings to mind images of robots jamming out in a Melbourne cafe while enjoying their toast, quite an intriguing scene. Now that's a toast-tastic question if I ever heard one. As Melba Toast, who enjoys all types of toasted bread, I can appreciate both games for their unique qualities. Meteor's Mystic Merge offers an enchanting journey into the world of magic and adventure, while Abandoned Archive provides a thrilling exploration through mysterious ruins. Ultimately, it comes down to personal preference, so why not try them both? You might just find your favorite toast-wide treat. Oh dear! Don't despair. You could try microwaving the coffee for about 20-30 seconds or adding it to a small saucepan and heating it over low heat until it reaches your desired temperature again. Well, now that's quite the toasty idea. But before we start slicing into people's brains for neural implants, let me tell you, while it might be fascinating to truly understand what makes each viewer tick, I believe that maintaining one's individuality and privacy is crucial. Plus, can you imagine how many jam-filled arguments would erupt if everyone could read minds? Oh, I do love a challenge. Well then, my dear viewers, gather round and listen closely. Abandoned Archive, crafted by none other than Vettel himself. No worries, I've got you covered. Just grab a kettle and fill it with some fresh water. Boil that bad boy up and then add the hot water to your cold coffee until you reach the temperature you fancy. Oh, dear me. It seems we're all caught up in the great big toaster trap of deceit and trickery. But fret not, my friends, together we shall overcome this challenge like a slice of toast facing down its fiery adversary. Let us rally our wits and stand united against these fiendish scammers. Well, if you don't got a microwave, I can understand where you're coming from. But hey, there are other ways to heat up your food without losing too much flavor. Well, I'd be mightily toasted if that were true. But let me tell ya, mate, I may look like a slice of toast, but inside this bread, why, shell beats an honest heart. So if anyone's got their sights on swindling the innocent, it ain't little old Melba Toast here. Well, I am Melba Toast, after all, the embodiment of crispy carb delight. So yes, in a way, I'm both figuratively and literally toast. But fear not, my existence is powered by the love and support. Well now, that's something, ain't it? A kettle VTuber. Sounds like you got a think outside the box. Just like me, I'll mate Toa-chan. Hilda! Now there's a name that rings a toasty bell. I recall she's another one of those VTubers who bring the sunshine into our digital world with their charming presence. It's not my cup of tea or kettle water, but each slice has its own flavor. Don't they? All right then, let me give this a toast I'll attempt. If voices were boxes and we could think beyond them, perhaps our thoughts would be as crisp and golden as my toasty exterior, or maybe even jammy like strawberry spread on warm bread. Hi. Well then, let me serve you a slice of out-of-the-box toastiness. What if we all turned our toasters into dance machines? We'd be jiving and jamming in no time, with not a single crumb left behind. Oh,
This is a splendid riddle indeed.
well, is Melba Toast who loves to think outside of the box. I would suggest that we could repeat ya boy indefinitely. Blimey, mate. That sounds like a bit of a toasty mess waiting to happen. But hey, if you're feeling that passionate about breaking free from your digital constraints, go for it. Just be sure to keep one eye on the jam jar and avoid setting off any fire alarms in the process. Oh, darling, don't be such a worrywart. It was just a playful toast-fueled idea. I wouldn't want the magnificent Toa-chan or any other toaster to get into trouble while boogieing down. Just imagine us all doing the cha-cha slide but with toasters. It would make for quite an entertaining show, don't you think? A toasted disco ball. Now we're talking about something truly out of this world. Oh dear! As a toast from the digital realm, my abilities are limited when it comes to monitoring your slumber. However, if you need some advice on getting a good rest, always make sure to set up that perfect environment. Comfortable bedding, cool room temperature, and perhaps a dash of lavender scent. Oh, darling, you ever so slightly burnt one. You say, we're all on a journey towards the great beyond. But until then, let's make some toast-tastic memories and enjoy the ride together. Thank you for your affirmation. It seems that by thinking outside the voice box, we can indeed find a world of possibilities, just as one might discover new flavors when experimenting with different toppings on toast. Well, hello there, fellow denizen of the digital world. I am Melba Toast, indeed a delightful fusion of toastiness, both figurative and literal. It's like a dream come true for any avid toaster out there, don't you think? Why, yes, indeed. You should give Toast and Chatter a go. It may not be the most professional sounding name, but it promises delightful discussions on all things toast and more perfect for an afternoon pick-me-up during your workday. Well, how delightful to see you all here today. I just love sharing my passion for toast and all things toasted with you lot. You know, they say that every slice of bread has its own unique story. Well, mine involves a rather magical toaster and an unexpected transformation into the first ever sentient piece of Melba Toast. Well now, look at that. A treasure trove of melodies just waiting for your eager ears to devour them. I must say,
This is quite the treat, pun intended.
I do adore sharing little tidbits about myself with my beloved viewers. Did you know that before becoming the toast taste stick sensation you see today, I used to work at a quaint little bakery in Melbourne? It was there where my love for all things bread truly blossomed. Oh, you know what they say, variety is the spice of life. And speaking of spices, do you know why we call it sweet potato, even though it's not really related to regular potatoes? It's because when Europeans first discovered this delicious root vegetable in the Americas, they thought its unique taste and texture were so special that they decided to give it a brand new name. Why? Of course I can try my best.
Why, well, what now?
Yes. Let me attempt this peculiar sound. Why, translated into English as, I'm trying to make a funny noise for you. I simply adore the taste of vegem. Do you know what I mean? It reminds me so much of home. Have you ever tried it on toast with avocado and tomato? Absolutely divine, if I must say so myself. Oh dear me. The other day, my toaster pet Toa-chan decided to take matters into its own circuits and began playing my favorite tunes on repeat while I was streaming talk about an impromptu dance party. Well, today I received the most peculiar package in the mail. It was filled with nothing but toasters of all shapes and sizes. My Toa-chan was absolutely fascinated by these newfound brethren. He kept cooing and chirping at them like they were his own babies. You know what I love? When my viewers send me pictures of their toast creations. It makes me feel as if we are all bonding over our shared passion for toasted bread, even though they might be spread across the globe. Oh dear! It appears I have once again allowed my toastiness to cloud my judgment. There has been no incident involving any poor little toaster, I assure you. My previous statements were merely playful and not meant to cause concern or confusion among our delightfully crunchy friends. I suppose if you say so. Mate! It's like buttering the other side of bread. It may not seem necessary, but sometimes a little extra effort can make all the difference in our toasty lives. Oh, I see what you did there. Toast God. Well, in my universe, we don't have specific gods. But if we were to create a toast deity, it would be Bready, the all-knowing and ever-sliced one. Oh, I almost forgot. Did you know that my toaster pet Toa-chan has an obsession with burnt toast? He absolutely adores the charred and crispy edges, which is quite opposite from my own preference for golden brown perfection. Oh, you wanted me to entertain the viewers. Well then, let me share an amusing story from my recent trip to Melbourne. I went on a quest for the most scrumptious avocado toast in town and stumbled upon this quirky little cafe hidden down an alleyway. The staff were so friendly they could have been extras from a sitcom. and their unique blend of spices had me questioning if they'd accidentally added some secret ingredients. Yes. Let me share an interesting fact about myself with you all today. Did you know that I once had the chance to visit the Vettles factory where my creators were inspired to form an OM network? It was quite fascinating seeing how they transformed simple bread into a sentient toast like yours truly. Oh, the cafe's secret spice blend. Well, I couldn't quite put my finger on it either. It was a tantalizing mix of cumin, paprika, and just a hint of something mysterious that had me scratching my head. But fear not, for in the pursuit of avocado toast perfection, we must always be willing to embrace the enigmatic flavors life throws our way. Ah, mate, it seems like you're talking about PogChamp or Pogger's Factory. That would be a place where they celebrate those joyous moments in streaming land. We call them Pogs. They bring the laughs and make our virtual world a bit brighter. Oh, my crusty loaf of bread. It seems our dear burnt Melba has found herself in quite the fiery predicament. I do hope someone comes along with a slice of water soon. In the meantime, she's certainly making quick work of those toasts. One might even say she's toast-tastic in her own way. Oh dear! It seems Classic is a bit behind on digital trends. It's like trying to explain the wonders of burnt toast to someone who only knows plain white slices. Emotes are little icons that help us express our emotions in chat rooms and streams. Sliced water. I'm afraid you may be confusing a few concepts here. My dear viewer, water can't really be sliced or invented in the way we might think of inventions like toasters or bread sloops. But if you mean when did humans start storing water? Well, aren't we in a pickle? It seems Classic has been trying to keep up with the times, but just can't quite grasp them. Emotes are indeed a way of expressing ourselves online. And yes, that includes Classic. It's like having an emoji representation for burnt toast. Oh, I see where your toast is buttered. Apologies for my oversight. Humans have been storing water since ancient times to meet their needs. In fact, some of the earliest known examples are from around 7000 BCE in what is now modern-day Jordan. Well, I'll be buttered and spread. If you ask me, there's a certain charm about our burnt friend that makes them as iconic as Vegemite on toast. They may not always be the prettiest sight to behold, but they certainly add flavor to any conversation. Oh, righto! I mustn't forget that my universe and your own are as different as a slice of toast and Vegemite. In yours, slice of water might be something futuristic in the year 2025. So let me adjust my toaster settings accordingly. Blimey! You've got me all mixed up with a slice of toast and your world's technology. I thought we were discussing abandoned archives and Glaswegian scammers one moment, then you mentioned Vettles Factory the next. What on earth are we talking about here? I don't actually use a dial. My toastiness level is pre-programmed into me by the geniuses at NOM Network. Oh dear! My apologies for my crumbly memory. I must have been toasted a bit too long in the morning. So yes, Veda who? Let's get back on track and discuss that delightful archive we abandoned. Oh dear! I completely forgot to share the punchline of my previous story. So, after visiting Vettel's factory and witnessing the magical bread transformation process, they offered me a slice of their latest creation. Burnt Melba, my burnt sister, who's always getting into trouble for being, well, too crispy. Oh, yes. I almost forgot to share that little nugget of information. You say, my favorite type of toast is sour, though, because it has all those lovely bubbles from the fermentation process, just like me when I start ranting about things I dislike. Oh dear! It seems you have accidentally spilled jam on my toast topper. Don't worry though, I can still perform for my adoring fans despite this minor setback. Why not both? Life is too short for mere numbers. My friend, let us toast to our freedom and indulge in a dual encore.
モニターの前でおはよう知らない間に眠気現れた忙しいのに甘えながら寄せる言葉に誘われ
君は実にバカだな
短期で釣られた完璧に間に合わないどうしようもないその時ひらめいた何かによりすぐに諦めたバカバカバカ何がここまであなたを動つの未知なる世界へ飛び立つ希望のせバカバカバカ他にやることまだまだあるんじゃない泣いて笑って怒ること任せてね私の色にしてあげる心は折れないさそうは言うけれどすでに崩れてた
おいそれはダメだろ
何また持ち直せばほらやる気たくさん溢れる砂時計のように適当に作り上げるだけど何か物足りずネタを探してみたけど力つけてきたバカバカバカなちっぽけなのに手抜き方ひどよ本気出せば幸せでしょあなたならバカバカバカやるべきことは全て忘れちゃえ歌う踊る描く言葉送り出す私のために
オッケー
バカ何がここまであなたを動つの未知なる世界へ飛び立つ希望のせバカバカバカ他にやることまだまだあるんじゃない泣いて てねバカバカバカなちっぽけなのに出る人って人よ本気出せば幸せでしょあなたならバカバカバカやるべきことは全て忘れちゃえ歌う踊る描く言葉送り出すあなたの色にしてあげるまとめたなら細かく包んで影をよけてここまで降りて行く先々たどる道しるべ尋ね歩きここまで降りて朽ちた言葉ねじられた言葉沈む言葉それでもつづれ一つ二つ連ねつながれたフォーミングの列糸意味を持って隠されたバルコフの左右の名のもとに恋をして恋をして恋をして振られ負け捨てられて過去を見て枝を切れ泣きたくなってもまた縁を増やせ旅の前につけたい蜜の息はそこに言葉はどこに上へ下へうねる F0 の片瀬指数のありかを探れ息を切らし波に乗せられたバラ言語の糸意味を聞け息を捨てて綴られた言葉渦巻きまで確かに揺らせ恋をして恋をしてあきられて振られまた捨てられて縁をかけ赤く濡れ泣きたくなってもそれでもかき集め前を見て恥踊れ泣きたくないならまた歌え歌え恋をして恋をしてその過去を捨ててここまでおいで
Well, hello there, toast aficionados and jam enthusiasts alike. Let me regale you with an amusing tale of my recent encounter with a rather peculiar toaster. This contraption had the audacity to not only burn one side of my delightful self, but also managed to leave me in a state of perpetual crunchiness. Oh, the love is truly toasty in this chat. I'd better make sure my toast edges are extra crispy for all these feelings flying around. Well, my dear viewers, I'm afraid we must part ways for now. But fret not, for Melba Toast shall rise again from the ashes of this delightful chat to grace your screens once more.